Prisoner murdered inside HMP Dovegate. Now, I'm doing an update on this as I've getting some more information on the lad that was murdered, who's known as Stephen Strutt. His sister has been in touch, or she's commented and give us a few more deals, and somebody else who's actually worked inside that establishment had actually heard about the case and give us a bit more details. But this is not my usual video where I'm sitting down with either my microphone or sitting in my studio, but it is the summer holidays. All the kids, I've got 4 kids, are off school, so this is the only time I've got a chance to make a video today. And I did say when I replied to Steve's sister that I would do an updated video on this, so do apologise for not having no top on in this video. But I'm embracing the sun, and like I mentioned, I'm out with the kids, so I thought I'd just quickly do this update. So inside of HMP Dovegate. HMP Dovegate is in Staffordshire, and it is a Category B private prison, and it is a therapeutic prison. It is a lot like the other Category B estates. There is a lot of violence in them, but this particular murder happened on a Saturday morning, and it was actually in the kitchens where the inmates make the food for the rest of the prison estate. And I have been told that Steve was just a quiet prisoner, just got on with his time, and he was well liked by the staff and the other inmates. And the other inmate that has committed the murder was also a quiet prisoner, but he was actually suffering with mental health problems. And he should never have been in that kitchen around knives in the first place. He was actually suffering from paranoia, and whilst in the kitchens he actually thought the other prisoners were laughing and taking the piss out of him. He was getting paranoid, thinking they were looking at him, and he did ask another couple of inmates, is there a situation? Is people looking at him and laughing at him and taking the piss? And the other 2 prisoners had actually reassured him and said no, that is not the case. And obviously he got paranoid and he's lashed out with these knives, or with the knife, and stabbed him in the back twice. Then when he's turned around to see what was going on, as you would, he's been stabbed another further 2 times in his front, causing catastrophic injuries, which he later died of that day. But I just thought I would update this video because, like I say, there is a lot of different stories and speculation goes around, and when you find out the true facts, I mean, I did speak the facts on my last video about it, but obviously I've getting some more information, and I just thought I would bring that to light. And with the joint enterprise, which Steve was in prison for, which, if you go back, I'll not explain it again, but joint enterprise is when a gang of people, or a bunch of people, not particularly gang as such, but if you're with a crowd or with a group of people and a murder is committed, doesn't matter whether you committed the fatal blows or you committed the murder or not, you are just as much to blame in the eyes of the law, and you will be charged with joint enterprise. And that's what happened with Steve. I did hear that in the murder he was actually in the car whilst another member of the group he was with went on, had a fight with someone who died 3 weeks later, unfortunately, and all of the people that were there were imprisoned on joint enterprise, convicted on murder, and sentenced with a minimum of 20 years. And that is what Steve was in prison for. But I just thought I would update it and bring you more facts on that case, people, because when I replied to Steve's sister, I did say, out of common courtesy for her, that I would do an update. And again, apologies for walking around on my video with no top on, but I came out and I just done this video on the spur of the moment, because this is the only time I've got a bit of peace today, because like I mentioned, I've got my 4 kids. Yeah, so full of busy in these summer holidays. Work, kids, and hardly any play. But I hope you're enjoying the videos, people. Take care until the next one.